Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on I Want to Live from Baldur's Gate 3. It's a beautiful track. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear what it sounds like all the way through, then check out my video. I'll put it under as a cover. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So I'm going to teach you the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. So give me that thumbs up on the video. And I do love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also on there, I've got my new Music Theory for Guitarist course, so you might want to check that out as well. My guitar is in standard tuning, and I've got a capo on fret number 5. Okay, I love this little intro. It sounds like this. Okay, so to play that, first finger on G2, and we play it 4 times in that first bar, so you just go into bar 2, and we're going to play the G2 again, then little finger on E5, so you got, and then G2 and E3 at the same time, then play the open E, so you take your finger off of the E, and then B3, and then a G2. So far in that bar you've got, then open E, and then G2 and B3. Then I have to switch my fingers around and use my second finger on the G2, and my first finger then plays B1. So bar 2 slowly goes. Into bar 3. Now this bar's weird, there's like 5 beats in it, there's just like an extra beat. It feels kind of weird, but once you get used to it, it's fine. So we're playing this. Okay, so to play that, G2, E, G2 and B3, E, and then B1, then G2, G2, G2 and B1, G2, and then that extra beat on G2. So bar 3 slowly goes. Okay, so let's play the first 3 bars together. Here goes. Okay, into bar 4, bar 4 and 5 go. So nice and easy, open A string, then G2, B1, G2, then open A again, G2, open B this time, and then open G. So bar 4. And bar 5's exactly the same. Get used to playing this because these bars get played like loads of times through the song. So bars 4 and 5 go. Okay, so let's play the whole line. Here we go. So the only tricky bit there is just watch out for that extra beat in bar 3. Okay, so that's the intro. On to the next line. This is the verse where they start singing. And I've written the verse in 2 lines. The first line goes like this. So this is actually pretty simple. So we're playing what's basically an A minor chord. So we're playing A, and then G2, E, and then B1. So we go. And then the next chord is basically a C-shaped chord. So A3, G, E, and then B1. So bar 6. Bar 7, we've kind of got a G chord. So E3, open G, E3 nearest to the floor, and then B3. And then we go to a D minor shaped chord, which is just D, G2, E1, and then B3. So the first two bars of that line, bars 6 and 7, go. And these next two bars are the same as what we had in the intro. So hopefully that should make sense. So let's just try the whole of that line. Here we go. On to the next line, and the first chord starts the same. That A minor chord, and then it goes to G, so E3, then G, E3 nearest to the floor, and then B3. We've then got an F chord here on in bar 11, so third finger on the D3, then G2 with the second finger, then first finger, E1 and B1. So you got, then plays D, G2, B3, and then B1. So you got, and the last two bars again are like the last two bars of the previous line, or like the intro. So you've played that already. So let's play the whole of this second line of the verse. Here we go. On to the next line, and this is the chorus. And the first line of it, so we've got two lines of the chorus. The first line goes. Okay, starts off with a G chord. We've got E3 nearest to your face and E3 nearest to the floor at the same time. Then B3. E3, and then B3. So it goes. Then put your finger just flat across the E, B and the G strings at the 5th fret. And we're going to play the A string and the G5, and then E5, B5, and then G5. So you got. Into the next bar, we've got like a C chord, so A3 and B1 at the same time. Then E, B1, G, then D, well this is D minor now, D and G2 at the same time, B3, E1, and then B3. So first two bars of the chorus, go. The next bar is the same as that bar that we've done already. Only does one this time. And then the last bar of the line would go E3, then B, B3, B, then both the E3s at the same time, then B1, B3, then open B. So bar 17. Okay, so the whole of that line goes. On to the next line of the chorus, and we've got this. So to play that, bar 18, we've got the A string, B1, E3, then B1, A string again, B3, E3, and then B1. So you've got into the next bar, E3, B, B3, B, and then we're going to play A2 and A2 and E3 at the same time. Then B1, B3, then open B. So bar 19. And then the next bar, bar 20, is the same as the first bar, bar 18. Bar 21, we've got C chord again, A3, G, E, B1, then D, B3, E1, then B1. And the last two bars, you've done them already. So let's play that second line of the chorus. Here we go. That then goes all the way back to the verse and plays from the verse. There's 2 lines of the verse and the 2 lines of the chorus. We then go on to the next line, which is the middle 8, and it starts going into sort of D major. So it goes this. So that's the first 2 bars. We can play the D, the G2, then E2 3 times, then B3. So bar 24. Then bar 25, you're just playing open A string, B1, E, B1, and then it does that again. So it goes. So bars 24 and 25, they repeat, so you play them twice, so they sound like this. On to the next 2 bars, or next 3 bars really, and we've got this. I like that little part. So we play A3 and B1 at the same time, then G, and then open B, E3 and G2, and then open G. So bar 26 goes. Then we play E1 and G2 at the same time, then open G, A3, B1, E3, G, B1, and then B. So bar 27 goes. And then bar 28, we're just playing an E chord, which is your first finger G1, second finger A2, third finger D2, just playing the top 4 strings. And that lasts for 4 beats, the whole bar. So the whole of that middle 8, including the first 2 bars repeated, goes like this. Then you repeat back. That then goes all the way back to bar 4, which is like in the intro, doing that part. Then plays the verse, and then after it's played the verse, the 2 lines of the verse, we then go on to this next line, which is the outro. It's kind of like a chorus, really, I should say, but it's like the end one, and it's slightly different. The first 4 bars are very similar. They go like this. So for that, E3 and E3 nearest to the floor, then B3, E3 and B3 series. Then A2 and E3, then B1, E3 and B1. So you got, and then into bar 30 you play the open A, B1, E, B1, then open A again, B3, E and B3. So bar 30. So bars 29 and 30 go. (31) and 32 are exactly the same as that. And then bars 33 and 34 go. So it's just like a C chord, A3, G, E, B1, then D, B3, E, and then B1. And then the bar that we've played loads of times. And it repeats those two bars 3 times. And then you go on to this last line, which is like the intro. There's a bit of a rowl on the end, but you've done all this before. It's same as the intro part. Bit to watch out for though, bar 17, there's just a bar of 2, 4. So you've got that B1, G2, and then a G2 and a open B string. So it's just slightly different from that intro part. So let's just play that last line. And then there's a row, from bar 38. So you just slow down. Okay, so let's just play this last line. Goes. So that was it, slightly slowed down. And that's the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. And the more comments, the better. So just say hi if you want to say hi. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then you can support me on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Loads of tabs on there, so go and check that out. Also, while you're there, I've got a music theory for guitarist course, so you might want to check that out as well. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.